you're going to come up and have a blanket like it comes off the pile, roll it up on its long edge into a noodle, and then have the noodle in the middle of the mat long ways. You could have the feet against the wall. You're tired, let the feet right here. And then you're sitting on the end of the noodle, lying the spine over it. So the head is on the ground, but the shoulders aren't. They're just floating. And then if you're not using the wall for the feet, imagine you've got the wall to press into, and if you are using the wall, you just press the feet. And if the noodle feels crooked as you lie over it, you just come up and check that it's straight so that your spine will also be straight. If you're taller, you might find you need to sit a different place along the noodle. Oh, no, you're fine. That's right. Just pop your shoes off and I'll help to get you set up. You okay, Sandra?
Was it shoulders on the floor? Sorry, I missed it.
Shoulders just floating off the edge, but head on the floor. Yeah.
Thank you.
So it's not a setu bandha. And then once you're there, just relax. So sit on the head of it. Yeah. Adjust the legs down. You yeah. Sometimes there can be that unsteadiness as you settle in terms of balance. So the legs might need to be a little more active. As you settle further, observe the breath. See which direction it moves in the body. Where the inhalation shows itself to you, and where the exhalation goes. A few more breaths here. Let the hands rest on the torso, and bend the right knee and the left knee. Just go slow, take your time and roll to the right off the noodle. When you're ready to come up, you'll change the noodle to a horizontal position. You can still have the feet at the wall, and as you lie back down, the shoulder blades are on the top of the noodle, still head on the floor. If it's too strong, having the arms on the ground on the head side, you can hook the elbows up on your noodle ends and let them rest that way. But if you can tolerate the arms on the ground, on the head side of the noodle, you'll get the most opening through the arm pitches. Adjust the shoulder blades up and over the noodle so you feel the chest open from the inside out further. If it's good, Sandra. Again, if you've got the wall for the feet, you have to do very little. If you don't have the wall, just spread the ball mounds and the heels. Keep a little bit of activity on the thigh muscle. Let the chest open, the armpit open. Again, observing the breath, if the change in the direction of the noodle influences the breath to change. Keep the softness in the face and the abdomen. Last few breaths. Lift the elbows and let them rest up on the sides of the noodle, hands resting on the torso. Bend the right knee and the left knee. Again, take your time, roll to your right. And when you're ready to come up, turn your noodle so you can sit on it in Upavishta Konasana. And just have within reach your belts, blocks, in case you need them. And if the noodle isn't high enough for anyone, we can add some height underneath it. Then you're going to use the hands. You want your sitting bone to be hooked on the back edge of that ridge of the noodle. And you might find one naturally does it and one needs a little more help. So adjust the sitting bones to the back edge of the noodle. You've got the sides you can press the hands down on. Only have the feet as wide as is okay. It's still early, and hip issues don't, and low back issues don't go necessarily as wide as you're capable of. So that you can just start slowly warming up those areas. Have a look at the toes and see they point straight up to the ceiling, small toe edge of the foot to the hip, squeeze the thigh muscle up, and as you press the hands down, lift the chest, imagine those noodle rolls along the spine and across the shoulder blades, and bring the back of the body and the shoulder blades into that position. Release the sitting bones down and the tops of the thighs. See how steady you can make yourself here. Abdomen soft, and keep releasing the top of the shoulder kaya. Yeah, that's there. That's it. Feel that the shoulder blades press firmly, the dorsal spine will be coming in. Keep encouraging that. Respread the ball mounds of the feet. Keep checking the pressure into the sitting bones. If you've got one that's often light, just keep making it feel as heavy as the opposite one. Stay firm on the sitting bones and just turn to the right. And see, as you turn, did the left sitting bone stay down? Did the left thigh stay down? Keep pressing them down. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders back and over. Keep the memory of the noodles. That's the way. Sides of the ribs evenly turning. Then back to the center. Readjust anything if it's shifted. And then to the left. Is it correct, Chincha? Yeah, just go a little narrower with the feet. Yeah. Lift the chest through the arms, keep the thighs pressing down. That's it. If the noodles were there, they would be encouraging shoulder blades and the spine, and that's it. Right sitting bone firm. Then return back to the center. Sit tall. Roll the shoulder from the front to the back. Keep spreading across the feet. Then reach for your belt. Make it a big loop. And hook it across your left foot. Then catch it with your right hand behind your back. So your right forearm will be across the lower back. You've got hold of the strap. Left hand on the side of the boot. And keep walking your right hand along the belt to see how far can it come out the other side. It might not come out at all, but just see that it's more on the left side of the torso than the right side. That's it. Keep spreading across the feet, activate the thighs. Yep. So the noodles, keep adjusting through the sitting bones. Then walk the fingers another step down the belt so that the forearm gets tighter into the back. Keep pressing the left foot into the strap and feel how that changes the condition of the left leg, and make the right leg feel the same. So extend into the right foot as if the belt was there. Turn to your right, and as you turn to your right, walk the fingers further along the strap towards the left foot. Let the right side of the ribs, the shoulder move backwards, left side of the ribs come forward, left shoulder blade, press it firmly, and press into the strap as if you could break it. Spread the ball mounds of the feet. Crown of the head in line with the tailbone, sitting bones firm. Then, without adjusting the hand on the belt, turn back to the center and feel how much tighter has the forearm become. And roll the left shoulder strongly from the front to the back. Press the shoulder blade, sit tall. Last few breaths, extend out into the feet. Then let go of the strap where it is and turn back to the right and see how much more can you turn. Roll the left shoulder from the front to the back. Press the right sitting bone, left sitting bone down if it got light. Turn the ribs, press the left shoulder blade more. That's it. And then come back to the center, sit tall. Left side, right side should feel quite different to each other. But make the sitting bones and the legs feel the same. Then take your belt, put it on the right foot. Catch it behind you with the left hand and walk the hand as far as you can along that belt. And don't let the left leg lose that extra work it had from working with the belt before. Keep extending out as if the belt was still on the left foot, even across the sitting bones. Turn the chest up to the ceiling. Remember the noodle rolls. That's it. Yeah. And then turn to the left and walk the hand along the strap as you turn. And see how much more Can you walk the fingers along the belt? And as you turn the chest with that nice resistance of the strap feel, left side ribs move backwards, right side ribs come around forward, press the shoulder blades, reach out into the feet and turn, turn, turn. That's it. Abdomen soft, so you're turning but you're not creating a hardness through the core. Then turn back to the front and feel how tight the forearm is across the back. Roll the shoulders up and over, keep reaching out into the feet. Legs firm, sitting bones firm. Then let go of the strap. Turn back to the left. See how far you can turn without the belt. Getting both sides of the ribs evenly turning. That's it. Sitting bones firm. Press out with the feet as if the belts were there. And then return to the center. Press the hands down, lift the chest. Feel the sides of the ribs expanding widthways but also upward. And then release from there. Just give the legs a break. However feels comfortable. Yeah, the groins will be longer, but they might complain a little bit. Then take your left leg as a Dandasana leg and your right leg as an Upavishta Konasana. So the right leg's wider, the left leg straight in front. Still adjust the sitting bones, especially if they slid forward. So you might have to alternate a little bit. Small toe side of the foot to the hip. And then just notice where the torso naturally wants to place itself. It kind of wants to go to where there's more opening with the feet. So come back towards the straight leg, make that your front leg. And press the hands down, roll the shoulder from the front to the back. And then turn to the Dandasana leg. Turn to the leg in front of you, still keeping the right foot, the small toe side of the foot to the hip. And just compare what the twist is like here when the legs are no longer the same. Are the ribs still evenly turning? Then come back to the center and turn to the Upavishta Konasana leg and feel what happens on this side. Spread across the ball mounds of the feet, crown of the head above the tailbone. And then back to the center and change the legs over. So the right leg's Dandasana, left leg Upavishta. Notice how the chest wants to turn to the wider leg, make it come forward. Squeeze the thighs up, press them down, and just sit tall and see what's different with this on this side, especially if this hip's different. Spread across the feet, roll the shoulders from the front to the back, and then turn to the Dandasana leg, abdomen soft, rib cage equally turning on the left and the right. So if the left side of the rib cage feels like it almost shunts inward, can you broaden that lower rib out as you turn and then broaden the collarbone as well. Then back to the center and to the Upavishta leg. Looking for the evenness across the side ribs. Broaden the collarbones, keep the feet and legs firm. Abdomen soft. Notice the breath. And then return to the center. Bring the left leg to Dandasana. Now that can be hip width or it can be feet together if the hamstrings are ready. Press the hands down, open the chest, spread across the feet so that you can see space in between each toe, and bring the small toe side of the foot to the hip. That's it, big toe knuckles, inner heels away, sitting bones even. Remember the noodle, so if the back is starting to round and the chest drop, lift the chest, bring the spine in. Take the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Press the shoulder blades, press the thighs down, grow tall through the sides of the body. And then stay tall, turn to the right. Roll the chest through the arms. So the bicep rolls forward, tricep rolls back. Keep spreading out across the feet. Raise the arms up, return to the center. Press the thighs down, lift the side chest. Roll the deltoid from the neck side to the arm side, and then turn to the left. Back ribs, spine in, especially right from the base of the spine. Collarbones broad, spread the feet. Raise the arms up, return to the center, lift the chest, let the head follow, look up. Keep lifting the sides of the body from the hips to the fingertips. Press the thighs down. Then release the head forward, release the arms, roll the shoulder from the front to the back, and then relax and feel the drop. Okay, we're going to come off the noodle roll and turn it into a threefold box shape blanket. Once you've got it back to its flat shape, fold it up in three. Those of you that know you need more height for Swastikasana, then maybe you need a second threefold. And then you'll sit on your three-folded box shape. Janine, if you go back, yeah, and then, no, open it back up, back into the shape. So fold it in half from the other end. No, open it back, and then from the end closest to you, yep, that's it. And then on that shorter edge, spin it around, and then fold it into three. And imagine you've still got the noodle to sit on so that you get that crispness through the sitting bones. Roll the shoulder from the front to the back. Still spread across the ball mounds and the heels, but see that the toes don't start to grip. Remember the noodle rolls, so keep guiding the back of the body forward. Interlock the fingers, press the hands forward, and feel as you press the arms forward, if the outer shoulder blade rolls forward with that, pull the hands towards you and make the shoulder blades feel flat, so that the outer edge is equal to the inner edge. Then take the arms up just to where they stay straight. So it doesn't matter if it's here, if they're straight, it's good. If you can get them above the head still straight, then great. Squeeze the arms tight. Roll the bicep back, so same actions. Remember the noodle rolls, keep adjusting the back of the body. And then spin the top of the shoulder so there's more space for the neck. Keep squeezing the arms, feel how they like to start to bend. Tighten them to the bone. Then release the fingers, turn the palms to face each other. Lift the side chest and turn to the right. Stay tall. As you broaden, particularly the left collarbone, it likes to shorten. Press the left shoulder blade. Feel for the evenness in the ribcage as you turn. And then notice in your twist, where is the breath? Can you detect it here when the body's turning? Raise the arms back up, turn back to the front, reach to the ceiling with the fingertips, press the shoulder blades in, that's it. Feel if one arm feels heavy, squeeze it in tighter. And then stay tall, release the arms, roll the chest over. Change the cross of the shins. left leg in front. Readjust the sitting bones, they slid with the leg change. And then sit tall. Oh yeah, is it okay, Joe?
Yes.
Spread across the ball mounds and the heels, keeping the toes soft. Change the interlock, so other little finger on the bottom, the weird way. And as you press the hands forward, just watch the outer edges of the shoulder blades. If they round, bring the wrist back to the shoulder blade, make the blades flat. Then keep the blades flat as you straighten the arms up to the ceiling, just wherever they stay straight. You can even look at them and see, do they look straight? Sometimes it's hard for us to tell. Lift the sides of the trunk, open the armpits, shoulder blades even, dorsal spine in, make space for the neck by rolling the bicep back and spinning the top of the shoulder, inside out. Squeeze the arms to the bottom. Tailbone down if it's starting to hook up. Then release the interlock, Urdhva Hastasana, and as the palms face each other, roll the bicep back further. Stay tall, turn to the left, just the arms come down, lift the chest through the arms as you broaden the right collarbone, press the right shoulder blade more, evenly turning the side ribs. And again, observe the breath. Can you detect it here, or is it lost? Press the left shoulder blade in a little further, that's it. Lift the chest higher. Then raise your arms up, return to the center. Stay tall as the arms come down. Press the fingertips. Observe left side, right side, front and back. Then change the feet to Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. If there's no ankle, knee or hip issue, you can have the feet as close to the body as they'll come. The knees will lift a little bit, but you know, there's a balance between the knees being too high and the feet being too far away. If there are issues in those areas, just have it where it's okay for the body. Either hold the ankles or the feet, depending on how long your arms are, and then roll the chest open. Feel the length of the front of the spine, the firmness of the back of the spine coming forward. Ball mounds and heels pressing, toes soft. And then attempt to turn here to the right. And just notice, does this leg position make it hard to turn? Is it easy to turn? Keep lifting the chest up. Stay as tall as you can. And then turn all the way to the other side. When you feel that lower back start to move backwards towards your hand, press the hand and lift the back up and into the body. That's it. Then back to the front. We're going to interlock the hands and hook them underneath the toes. And so if you've got nice long arms, lucky you, you'll already be sitting up nice and tall and be able to do that. Otherwise, it'll look like me, where you're already forward because the arm's not long enough. But still lift the chest, even if you're slightly further forward, and then bend the elbows, let the chin take you forward. The back does round here in Baddha Konasana, so let the head follow the shape of the spine. Keep pressing the feet. Abdomen completely soft. Let it breathe with you towards the floor. If you've got lots of capacity here, oh good, Sandra, keep going. Take the head to the feet. Keeping the groin soft. Yeah, nice work. And then slowly lift the head, lift the chest, come back to the straight arms. Pull the Fingers out, change the interlock on the little finger on the bottom, and then re-hook them underneath the toes. Lift the chest, and as you lift the chest, you're really looking to lengthen the sides of the body, because you know that the back's going to round, but you don't want to be short because of that rounding. So reach the waist out of the hips, and as you bend the elbows, just see with the back rounding that you're still long through the sides of the trunk. And then let the head follow. You okay, Joe? Abdomen and groin soft. Still be even on the sitting bones. And then lift the head, lift the chest, come back to straight arms, unhook the hands, and roll the knees towards the ceiling, feet on the floor, and just sit there for a minute. Notice the breath as you rest here. Then come up, get rid of any props on the mat.